Well, good evening, my fellow travelers on spaceship Earth. It is I, and I am Guy. And we will have corporate music. Corporate? I don't know. What do I know about corporate music? So, I have a mini. And this is an interesting thing that has occurred tonight, or this week, which is I've gotten my first mini from Hero Forge. And this mini, which is hard to see, boop, 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 boop. There we go. Come on, focus in. Figure it out. Figure it out. Anyway, my mini from Hero Forge, I took and took screenshots of when it was still in Hero Forge. So I'm going to take my mini and I'm going to draw the pictures that go with my mini, which I think is good. Which is what we're working on right now. And even though I am trying to follow my own drawings, clearly I'm doing a lousy job of it. So there's that. All right. My character is a belter. And that means that she is from the belt, the asteroid belt. She's been with the crew for a while now. And so what we're doing is just kind of going in and her name is Scrapper. She was like a young girl, but now she's been through enough crap that I feel like she's grown up quite a bit. She's the guns of the group, one of the guns anyway. I like the fact the mini has some seriously defined delts. Like, she's pretty serious. She speaks Beltaloda, which means that I have to constantly speak with the thick Belter accent, which always cracks me up. Why you got no way of getting out of here? There we go. All right. Here we all are. All right. Oh, kidoki. We got about 5 or 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna bow out for the night. I'm not staying on for very long these days. For just right now until I get into school and get school started and all that stuff. Once I get school started, we're all good. Everything will be much better. I'm going to just do this number. They look like the same hands. Hey, Can from the blanket pile. Good to see you. We were talking about you this morning. Now we have a new thing for us to do, you see. We now have to do alpacas. Somebody came on and wanted to know how many alpacas I had. And I said, I don't have any alpacas. That's actually my buddy. And then, of course, some user was on and said, wait, what's an alpaca? So he had to explain to some user what an alpaca was. That was fun. And then we started, somebody was saying, I didn't know Quack had their own alpacas. I said, they do. They're alpacas. And that became a thing. And then all of a sudden we had alpacas. So the challenge has been set forth now for alpacas. So there you go. It became remarkably entertaining in a big frickin' hurry. So there you go. Long-necked ducks in space. You got it. That's the one. So I'm going to go on ahead in just a second here and bow out because I'm going to go make sure that everything is done for the evening and all of that. But first, I wanted to finish getting through here. So I was saying before, it's kind of hard to see because, of course, the camera won't focus, but I got a mini from Hero Forge. And so I went on ahead and just screen capped the STL file after I designed her, and she actually turned out pretty cool. I wasn't actually opposed. So screen capped the STL file, and now I'm just going to real quickly change her character portrait so it matches the mini. And that's the battle plan here. So, I'm glad to see you on the show tonight, Ken. Kind of checking in, making sure you're still out there. It's good because I'm not doing very good on my friend checkup stuff, so hoping all is doing well. Things are really chaotic in my world. I start school next week, and I don't know if I'm ready. We'll figure it out. But it has made it so that I am not doing a very good job of checking up on people and seeing if everybody's okay. So, my apologies, my good friend. I'm kind of doing a bad friend thing here while I get my life back in kind of order there. And so, what's funny is she doesn't look this chunky in real life. Like the mini doesn't look. She looks much skinnier in the mini. It's kind of funny. Humored by that. Almost like we need to kind of take and just not this way, but she looks kind of dwarfish here. Yeah, I figured things were pretty chaotic over there as well. That's all right. We'll get there. Just a little, because she's a belter, so she can't be. She has to be thin, very thin, and raily. Mostly because I've taken all of the dis ads that make her ridiculously difficult to handle space stuff. She can't lift very heavy and stuff like that because she's a belter. Well, that was the start of this work. Probably going to have to bow out here in a second. So, yep. Anyway, pretty chaotic on your side as well. I understand that. Yeah. So, anyway, this is an interesting thing I'm looking at here, which is the idea of taking the picture from Hero Forge from the mini, which printed very well, and then taking that and making drawings from it, which I think is pretty cool. So that works relatively nicely. So we'll keep going with that idea later on. But for now, we're pretty good. I think have everything under control. Except that I'm tired, as I oft am. I hope at some point here, Kay, you and I can go do lunch. Maybe the next time I'm up in your neighborhood, which isn't very often anymore because I don't have much time. But I'd like to do lunch with you and just catch up, find out where you are, what's going on, how's life. About the same. That kind of thing. So, anyway, but in the meantime, I'm going to bow out because I'm tired. I'm going to bow out for a while, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. For those of you who are counting, if you're out there, Brent, I don't know where you are. Hoping you're out there. It didn't want to play corporate, did it? It's like not cooperating. So, looks like music's somewhat crashy this afternoon anyway. I had a problem a couple of nights ago where it was just crappily bowing out, or it wasn't running and it wouldn't start, and like all things kind of went bork, shrug. So, I'll see you later, Brian. Have a good evening. See you later, Brent. If you're out there, Brent, are you out there? Are you out there, Brent? Okay. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and I'll be back on broadcast tomorrow. Until then, have a good evening, everybody. And as always, remember to keep your eyes on the stars. Bye bye.